Hi there. First of all, I'd like to say, thanks very much for looking at my other videos. One of them was pretty crap when it came to the microphone. I own that. Why did I upload it? God knows. Some people must like it because it's got quite a few views. Maybe they just like the sound of my voice. I don't know. But I want to say thanks very much. For your comments and everything else, even the negative comments, because I did understand about the microphone. I'm not stupid, but I wasn't going to re-record it because at the time it was a poignant moment for me. A lot of good things are happening in my life, so that's one thing. Second thing is Matt Smith, Doctor Who. Someone said, well, he don't look like Tennant, no, he don't, does he? And everything's deliberate to look totally different from Russell T Davies. I can see that Stephen Moffat is taking it in a different direction already. He is going for the retro look. For TARDIS, that was more like this. Mum fought at Leeds
a hell of a long time. She pretended to faint to get that TARDIS. I've had that TARDIS now for years, and at the time you couldn't get them for love or money. Wasn't like now where you can just go to any place really and they've got Doctor Who stuff like Tesco's, whatever. Basically it was difficult. If you wanted to get stuff, you used to have to queue up and long times. There was no internet. You couldn't order stuff over the internet from Forbidden Planet or whatever. There's none of that. There was Doctor Who magazine and you used to have to wait. And things used to take time. And things like that took a long time because they only made so many. I mean, particular artists. Was brilliant. The highlight of my life, and it's in one of my videos, is when Mum gave me a leg up when I was a kid and I got on the TARDIS set and it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, touching those controls and that, until one of these flipping security guards said, "Get off the set now." Did I have a sense of humour? I don't think in those days. I would like I was touching, I was going to fly it or something. Well, actually I was, you know what I mean? But the actual set was amazing. To be on there, it was like, I just thought of the 1963 when they first went through those doors, and I was like, I know it was a set, right? But you suspended all that. It wasn't like now when kids say, "Oh, that's a bloody cobble," because it wasn't like that. Wasn't like that. But Doctor Who has always played a good part in my life, and he was my hero. Do you know what I mean? Oh, most kids have the Spider-Man and Batman and all that, but to be honest, they do this all the time, they have to punch somebody. Doctor Who used his brain. Only in very rare circumstances, and I think it was the first Doctor who used it a lot, did he have to resort to violence. Only in rare circumstances. Even Peter Davison grabs on around the neck once, has to resort to violence as a last result. As a last result. What does it teach kids these days when they see flipping their heroes punching somebody and that's the way out of the situation? It teaches them that the only way out of the situation is violence. But going back to Matt Smith, I saw him in a Ruby and the Smoke. He seemed like a really decent person. If he plays it like Ruby and the Smoke, I think he'll do pretty well. If he plays it like he did in Confessions of a Call Girl, where he actually met Billie Piper, he was with Billie Piper, this is amazing, then he may just, he may just do it. I mean, let's look at the contrast between the first Doctor, William Hartnell, and Patrick Troughton. Total contrast, but it works. if you've got a good actor that can make you believe that it's the same person. You see, when Colin Baker regenerated into Sylvester McCoy, I didn't believe it was the same person. You know what I mean? The first episode was dire. Kate O'Mara did her best as Rani. Other people did their best. You had Mel screaming, "Ah!" And it was like, hang on a sec, this ain't Doctor Who, this is Children's Hour. And yes, it is for children, but if you're going to bring the adult elements in as well, you've got to make it believable. You can make it entertaining for children and adults. You don't patronise children. Children know when there's a few strings. When I was a kid, I used to say, I can see the strings. And Dad used to say, oh God, you spoilt it, haven't you? Because like, we used to have like the Invisible Man, and you used to see these bloody strings, and it was obvious. You know, and kids know, they're not stupid. So don't patronise them. Make sci-fi realistic. The Doctor was to be respected, not a joke, not someone to laugh at and say, oh God, he's an idiot, look at him. He's meant to be respected. You couldn't imagine Donna coming up respecting Sylvester McCoy, Martha, Rose even. Could you imagine Rose getting in the toilet? Hello, Rose. I don't think so. You know what I mean? Imagine her getting in the TARDIS with Colin Baker. You know? Do you think she'd have liked a pompous person like that? I can do this and I'm a piss off, you know? She'd have gone back with Mickey. No, it's got to be believable. And God, would she have gone with someone with one of them? Can you imagine him walking through flipping London trying to sort things out with that bloody weird coat on? Can you imagine it? Talk about draw attention to yourself, you know? Anyway, I think he'll do alright. This is just a bit of a, you know, general chat. You know what I mean? It's got a few things in it, like I say. This is just me chatting. Because I'm wasting time. It's 7:25 in the morning and I got bored. Okay, take care. Bye for now.